Well, we are in the kitchen this morning showing you a fast, easy, and fun recipe you can make tonight. I'm waving my knife around like
you
it's
are.
probably dangerous. Yeah.
Calm down. Calm down, Spunky.
You can make it tonight with just a few ingredients and an air fryer. So I'm attempting this for the first time, but so I'm hoping it turns out well. My friend told me this is what she makes when she gets craving a little something sweet. This is apple puff pastries. Puff pastries, you can get any brand. I'm not just highlighting this one, but you can get puff pastries. They're in the frozen section of the grocery store. You can take whatever variety of apple you like. I like Fuji's because they're super sweet. They're not exceedingly juicy, and you're going to cut them very thin. Now, if you would like, you can pre-cook the apples a little bit, brown them in a little bit of butter and cinnamon and brown sugar. Or if you don't have time and you want to do it like we are, you just take very, very thinly sliced apples, and don't worry about preheating them or pre-frying them.
All right.
All right, so we take the puff pastry, we brush it with a little bit of butter on the top and on the bottom. The bottom's also got a little bit of butter on it.
All right.
We take our apple pieces.
We buttered our puffy pastry.
We buttered our puffy pastry. Now, I am not an artiste, and I'm not very good at making things look pretty, but we're going to attempt it. So
you overloaded your apples in that one, love.
Did I?
I can tell you that one's
You can
never going
tell?
to fold like that. I know how egg rolls work.
Do you? Okay. Well, let's see. We're just going to hope. And it doesn't really matter what they look like, right? Because really it's all about eating them.
Sure
so
it is.
You dust the top with a little bit of cinnamon and sugar.
That makes me happy.
I put a little bit down in the little...
In the holes, yeah.
In the
well,
holes, yeah. You got to get that on there.
Those are cinnamon holes.
Those are...
That's what
Don't forget
they
the
are.
cinnamon rolls. We got the cinnamon holes.
Yeah.
All right, now we have preheated the this to 375 degrees. Going to take just a little bit more butter and just kind of drizzle that over the top because
Of course we are.
Well, yeah, you can never
Remember, the only difference between better and butter is you.
That's exactly right, Paula Dean. Thank you so much for that. Yeah, you are correct. All right, so you're going to take your little puffy pastry here, and you're going to stick it down. I'm going to load you up. Yeah, I'm going to try not to touch it, and I'm going to squeeze it to make sure it stays closed. And we're just going to stick that right on in there, bud, and we're going to cook it for 10 minutes at 375. I'm glad you're the one in control of that air fryer. You got it?
I got this.
Okay.
All right, so it doesn't matter about the type of apple.
No.
And it doesn't matter about, I mean, we just used a brand because there was a brand.
That's right.
Okay, and then what happens when this is done? Do we just eat it?
You can eat it. What I forgot to bring this morning that really would have been a nice little touch is a little bit of caramel sauce. You know, in the coffee aisle, you buy that caramel sauce you can put on the top of your coffee if you like caramel apples, and you know, you don't have a figure to worry about. You're, bud, and you can eat whatever you want and still stay thin. You can drizzle a little bit of that caramel over the top.
You know that Nutella sauce is really good on a lot of things I have found. You can... I mean, just
straight
stuff,
out the jar.
Basic stuff.
Yeah.
So later on, we're going to cook these for about 10 minutes. Then we're going to come back and we're going to show you what they look like at the end. But it's a real simple concept.
Super
we do
easy.
this so that if you have one of these air fryers, it doesn't just sit in your closet and waste space. You actually get it out. We can show you some fun things to do. We've done sirloin and chicken, and we've done all kinds of things.
Yeah,
this is a great dessert. It takes 11 minutes at 375 degrees plus a few minutes. If you get you one of them vegetable machines, it will just cut the apple right up.
All right, well, we're going to see how this turns out, and if you really are feeling spunky, you can put a scoop of ice cream to go along with it. And we have some in the freezer here.
And as long as you have Bluebell Creameries, things are good.
That's right. All right, after the break, you're going to discover Color Beauty. It's a makeup that takes all the guesswork out of which foundation to use. We're going to